Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Dave Blinder from eXp Realty in New Jersey. If this is your first time on my channel, please take the time to subscribe, like, or follow me. It really helps me out. You'll stay up to date on real estate market updates, as well as MLS training and other resources for new realtors, buyers, and sellers in New Jersey. Again, thank you. So in today's video, we're going to be looking for comps or market comparables for a home coming to market in Fort Lee in Bergen County, New Jersey. As realtors, I think one of the biggest values that we can bring is providing these market updates regularly to our sphere of influence. And I really enjoy the analytical aspect of this job as well. So the single family home, the target property that we're looking at today, has 4 bedrooms, and it's a 3 full bathroom ranch with a finished basement or in-law suite on about 0.22 acres. So relatively speaking, for Fort Lee, New Jersey, that's a very, very large yard space. It's going to give the next buyer a lot of room and privacy for entertaining, for gardening, for sports, or a dog run. So a lot of value there in the land as well as the structure. So anytime we're talking about Bergen County market research or comps, we're talking about New Jersey MLS. That's our primary resource as agents for that area. New Jersey MLS also encompasses Essex County and Passaic County, New Jersey. You may find some information on Morris County and Hudson County as well, but that would be respectively in Garden State MLS and Hudson County MLS. So there's a lot of MLSs in New Jersey, but New Jersey MLS is always Bergen County, Essex, and Passaic. So as realtors or members, we do not really look so much at njmls.com, as that's the consumer-facing version of the website for searches and open houses, stuff like that. Instead, as members, we're concerned with NJMls.com versus NJMLS.com. So an important website, a lot of great resources here provided to us as members. So I'm going to log in as an agent in New Jersey MLS. So we're going to start off our comp training by going to the search drop-down menu to property search. And we're going to start entering some criteria to hone in on our valuation and comps. So our county is definitely Bergen. If we wanted to, we could select multiple counties here. That's not what we're doing today. Area or town is only going to be Fort Lee. When you're doing a valuation or CMA or pulling comps, you're mostly only ever going to be looking at one municipality, as prices fluctuate quite a bit from town to town in my experience. So we're only going to be pulling Fort Lee here. Of course, there are always exceptions, but just looking at Fort Lee. Now we'll take a look at bedrooms, because we want to refine our results. We don't want, we don't want to provide results to our seller that are not going to be useful for his specific home. We know it's a 4 bedroom, 3 full bathroom ranch. So we don't need to be exact, but we want to put him in the right stratosphere, so to speak, of values here. So let's eliminate any 3 bedroom homes by entering 3 as a minimum. I'm going to hit 6 as a maximum, so we're not pulling up any super luxury homes, as those would not be applicable for this specific property valuation. Make sure to hit OK, so these changes are added to our search criteria as they start populating below our property search. Let's enter bathrooms too. We do not want to pull up any 1 bathroom homes. That's not gonna help us here. On New Jersey MLS, like many other MLSs, a half bathroom is a 0.1, but we're just going to begin at a 2 bathroom minimum, and I am going to enter a 4 bathroom maximum. So again, we want to knock out those super luxury homes. It's not going to apply to the single family property we're looking at today. So status is important. So active means these properties are still for sale. We don't know if they're actually going to sell. It is a seller's market, so most things listed, by and large, do end up selling eventually. There could always be some distressed properties in there somewhere. But our under contract properties are very likely to sell, and we know that the sold properties already have sold, so we definitely want to pull those up. We'll have some final sold prices too, which can really hone us in on the valuation of this property coming to market. And I'm going to hit the detailed status date as well. So our sold properties, we don't want to pull up properties from 2 years ago. Since coronavirus, sale prices have gone up, 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 up. So they're ever changing. Could they be cooling off? Potentially. But, just like an appraiser, we want to work with our recent data for a good sample size. So let's enter our solds as no more than 6 months back at this time and see if that gives us a decent sample size for our comps for our single family property in Fort Lee, New Jersey. We can see we already have residential selected here. We don't want to bring up multifamily homes. For this specific case, you could do comps for those. You could do comps on condos, rentals, commercial, business, all types of stuff here. But we're looking at single family only in this case. So we can update our count. It's still only showing 14, but let's hit 47. Sorry, it took a while to update. So that's a lot of properties. I'm going to refine this a little better. So 47 is way too many results to make sense of. I mean, a good number to me could be like 30, 20. I definitely wouldn't want below 10. I know that anything below, 600 in this case, as I study the market, is not going to be pertinent, but let's just knock out anything below 500 for argument's sake here. And as we're not looking at super luxury, everything is relevant, but, that would be really anything over $1 million in Fort Lee. It is a luxury town, so you will have plenty of $1 million homes here. They're going to be recently renovated. They're probably going to be 5-6 bedrooms, stuff like that, and newer constructions as well. Doesn't really apply to what we're looking for here. So let's update that count. Cool. Perfect. So now we've refined our count down to 34, which is a nice sample size just to sort through. Let's make some sense of this. However, this could be a good juncture or inflection point to stop and save the search, as we're really honing in on properties that are going to be reflective of our target property. So we could save the search as, I always want to use a logical name here so that I can come back to it and I know what I'm looking at. So I would put Fort Lee, how about 4-bedroom comps, July 2021. That should spell it out for me. I'm just going to save it as a search in this case. So we can always come back to them. They'll update for us as new results come in. There are ways to automatically email them out. That's not what we're doing this video. Hit the count again. They're not going to change. And let's hit the search and see what we got. Let's take a look at these properties. That's loading. Okay, so New Jersey MLS has a nice breakdown for us, and loud car outside, very loud, probably a lot of horsepower out there. So New Jersey MLS has sorted for us by active. These are properties currently for sale. We see that status reflected as active. The homes with the asterisks mean the property is an attorney review. So an offer has tentatively been accepted. The real estate attorneys are probably reviewing that contract, and it's pretty likely to proceed to the next phase of under contract soon. It could be even a matter of a couple of days, although that could sometimes be longer. We can confirm that Fort Lee is our town. We've got our days on the market. This would be virtual tours, which is a nice way of presenting a property. This is our number of pictures or media. So on New Jersey MLS, interestingly, looks like we can have way over 25 pictures in Garden State MLS, which is a pretty big MLS in most of Northern Jersey. We max out at 25 right now, so a lot more opportunities for media on New Jersey MLS currently. Under our style, we can make some sense of that. We've got a colonial, which is at least a full 2-story building, could have a basement, which will put us at more of kind of like a 3-story home. We've got a Cape Cod, which similar to a colonial, but smaller upper level, sloped ceiling in most of the bedrooms, typically in a Cape Cod, dormers as well. Ranch is typically, again, one-level living, though a finished basement could add a lot of livable square footage. Duplex is probably going to be a 2-family home, so that's not a number we're going to be very interested at when we're looking at single-family properties. Split level is, kind of a 1.5-story home that kind of, you walk in, it kind of dips down, the floor recesses just a little bit. Not a bi-level where you walk into the foyer and it's a full 2-story split in half. A split level has one staircase going to the main level. Typically a living room will go down a little bit. You could also have a basement as split level. Number of bedrooms. You could sort by any of these fields by clicking on them. Number of full bedrooms, number of half bathrooms. I'm not going to remember necessarily what all of these different fields are. A lot of great information here. I think this is the Realist one, which has a lot of information. NARPR, associated documents. Again, we're not going to go through all these right now. Under contract properties mean offer has been accepted. We do not yet know the final sale price or even the contractual price at this time. We could guess that it's often pretty close to the asking price, but that is not guaranteed. Solds are valuable to us because we can see the final sale price on these. So for comps, we do want to base our valuation under the sold prices as we know they've closed. We can see what day the properties have sold here as well. Sellers especially love the most pertinent sold data. I mean, if you can give them homes that have sold within the past month, you're giving them a lot of value, a lot of information. Many folks are curious what their neighbors have sold for, and this will also indicate any trends, like our values going up or down compared to a few months back. Whereas, February was a cold month. Property values typically are a little higher in late spring, early summer months, stuff like that, when these have closed. So again, a nice amount of information here. So what I would then begin to do is I could probably start cherry picking them as I know what my target property looks like. So, you need to insert a little bit of yourself and your intellect and experience eventually when you're providing comps for these homes. Like I said, I'm looking at a ranch, a single family home with a finished basement. So what I would do now is I would just start kind of clicking on these properties and look for something similar. And right away, my target property actually is a brick ranch, So this looks quite a bit like the facade of I think we're looking at the typical lot square footage here in Fort Lee. This number comes up a lot. Our target property is nearly twice that, so I guess you could say we're kind of comping out a double lot, which will increase the property value absolutely, as folks in the suburbs and commuter areas are always looking for that valuable yard space. But this property is still going to be pertinent. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. So this is a ding, ding, ding. This is a slam dunk comp here. Sometimes you want to compare the tax value to your target property too, as that can tell us that the town or city values this home very similarly to the way they value our target property. Can put us in our range for comps. So we do have a basement with a guest suite, full bathroom. family room, garage, guest suite with full bathroom, family room. Lot of different stuff down there. We've got a finished basement with a guest or in-law suite in my target property as well. And you can and should look at the pictures just to make sense of the condition of the home. So this looks like a home that's been cared for sure. Nice hardwood floors. The flooring definitely plays a role in the value of the home, the condition of it. Flooring is not necessarily cheap. I do have hardwood floors and tile in my target property, so this is absolutely looking like a slam dunk comp to me. We do have a very nice updated kitchen here, some modern tile work. That looks like granite, beautiful stainless steel, nice range hood. So kudos to the folks who updated this one. So to cherry pick these, what we do is after we have kind of screened through these, we'll hit the select button to refine that. Not going to select anything too not pertinent. And again, we want to, I think ideally I'd provide 6 to 10 comps, especially a lot of under contracts and sold to my seller. When you only have one picture, that's tough. This property is on a highway, which is a little abnormal, especially if you're wondering why there's only one bedroom there, one picture. But it's another one of these brick ranches with a finished basement. Well-maintained raised ranch, 46 days on the market, no interior pictures. Property being sold as is kind of a head scratcher. If it's well maintained, why wouldn't you at least snap a few shots of the inside at this price point? Come check out this charmer. 46 days on the market is kind of telling. With only one picture, our job as a realtor is sell these houses, so you definitely want to get a lot of media. Great professional photographs go a long way. Even video tours. Maybe there's limited access to this home, I don't know. But it hasn't sold yet, and that price sounds a little high. I could select it. Let's check out this Cape Cod. 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Different style. Smaller lot too. This may not be an ideal comp. Lower tax value. Expanded Cape Cod. Dead-end street, so it could be a great location. Central air and AC storage. Sprinkler system, move-in ready. Attached one-car garage. Sold as is. That's kind of the norm nowadays. Let's just look through the pictures. Let's see what this looks like. So again, smaller property, but the condition could bring the value up and put us in the range of my target property. Small deck. I'm just looking for updates. Looks like a pretty small kitchen. Nice fluffy cat there. Nice tile work, so it has been well done. Nice granite counters there. Small, yard space and layout are not too similar, but it's a current active. Let's just select it for now. We can pull up this active range too. We've got another brick ranch. This is listed at $879 on the market for 23 days. 5 beds, 4 bathrooms. Taxes close to 13. So ranch. So they're not listing it as a basement, but this really looks like okay. This could be a raised ranch where the basement is above grade. Is what I'm going to guess here. But we have in the lower level, whatever you want to call it, 1 bedroom, 2 baths, eating kitchen. Interesting, 2 baths in the lower level. Old brick home, 1972 is pretty recent construction for the area. And just some windows. Backyard. Backyard is one of these single lots. Again, we're looking at a double lot on my target property. Just breeze through these. So, pretty updated kitchen. Looks like granite counters, nice tile work. Nice natural light, hardwood floors. So we definitely can't neglect this comp. My target property has tile work and hardwood floors to similar furnishings. actively for sale, 23 days, hasn't taken an offer in yet. Again, we don't know what it's going to sell for yet, but we're going to choose it. Under contracts, let's take a look at ranches here. 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. Let's pull it up, see if they got a basement here. We can see that the brick ranch is very, very popular in Fort Lee. Maybe, just a style that's always been popular in the area. Brick is certainly a durable material for sure, can be attractive. Ground floor, laundry, full bath, storage, garage. I like to read the descriptions. Finished basement with family room, full bath, huge storage area, central air, spacious backyard with oversized patio, single lot. This could be a decent comp. We don't want to avoid it. We know that. Nice looking driveway, well maintained. A pretty modern styling in here. Dark stain on the floor. That can be in. Open layout. Stainless steel. Certainly an attractive looking property so far. So that's 1063 Jasmine. We're gonna grab that. Another house for sale on the property, split level, 3 bed, 2 bathroom. Could be a little small with the 2 bathrooms. Let's take a look. Single lot size. 3 bed corner property. Hardwood floors, likely they're in excellent shape. Very nice landscaping here that certainly adds to the value of the property. It definitely boosts up the sale price a lot when you put the time in with the landscaping. It helps the next buyer really visualize himself enjoying that yard space, enjoying being outside. Beautifully updated kitchen here, very modern, all around. So we're going to pull in this comp as well, although it could be a little bit of a smaller home, small yard space. Colonial, 4 beds, 3 bathrooms, could be a larger home. Different style home here. 2 family, let's just disregard the 2 families. We're looking for single families here. Okay, another brick ranch in Fort Lee. Location. I do know the street's a good street, quiet residential, not a through street, a lot of value there. Walking the buses. 3 beds, 2 bathrooms, lower level with living quarters, private separate entrance. This sounds like another one of these slam dunk comps. Beautiful landscaping here, very well maintained. Pavers look perfect, no weeds growing through them. Adds a lot of value. Kitchen looks very clean. So far this is looking like a turnkey property. It is vacant. Bathroom floor could be a little outdated, but still very clean. A lot of people do ask questions about staging homes. My 2 cents is, I do believe that staging homes allows people to visualize how to utilize the space, but vacant homes do sell for sure. What are the advantages? Well, the buyers know that there's not going to be any junk to worry about discarding in the home. That they don't have to worry about the home being cleaned. It's already cleaned. They don't have to worry about anyone want to leave behind their old sofas or anything like that. They're already out. Disadvantage, sometimes it's not as warm or inviting. They absolutely sell in a seller's market. So you really want to get into a cost-benefit analysis when it comes to staging. For a super luxury home, you never want to deliver those fully empty. Excuse me. So again, slam dunk comp here at 11110 Keswick. So it's under contract within 23 days. So we can tell that the home was priced accurately. That's always a good job. And I find that accurately priced homes, they may often net you the most versus overpricing the home where you've got to start working your way downward, potentially get nickeled and dimed by buyers, investors, and stuff like that. So 1046 Cumbermead, which is right in the neighborhood we're looking at for our target property. 4-bed, 4-bathroom, colonial, listed at $880. So 77 days on the market. It's estimated to close pretty soon, so that'll be interesting. A little bit of an outlier of a style of home in Fort Lee, but we have to kind of look beyond the style of the home sometimes and look more towards the neighborhood. Pretty large yard size, larger than the other properties we've seen, though not as large, quite as large as our target property, almost there. 4 beds, 4 bathrooms. Looks like we kind of have 4 different levels of living here. Older build home. Oil heating, which is probably a little atypical for Fort Lee. We're going to see mostly gas heat here, as these commuter areas probably have had natural gas lines for a long duration now. Eating kitchen with granite. We know we're going to pull up the comp. We're not going to disregard it. Let's just flip through a few pictures. Let's look at the condition. Hardwood floor, which my target property has. The room space in the foyer looks a little bit choppy versus the open layout. French doors are cool, but again, a different style home than a brick ranch, which is what I'm looking at for my target property. Looks like some nice skylights here. Very, very unique style of home. Maybe this is one of the older subdivision type homes in Fort Lee. Kind of what the houses used to look like at one point in time. Floors are refinished, very glossy looking. Baseboard heat. Updated bathrooms. Could be a little bit of a smaller kitchen judging from that picture, but who's to say? So we're gonna select that. Sold homes. So this is really where we dive into our valuation. Let's see if there's any ranches that have sold recently. That would be our most pertinent comps, and what we're really looking for are duplexes. We could have just eliminated them earlier, but they're here. We're not really going to be looking at them. Split level closed in May 2021. Let's take a look at it. Okay, looks like it's brick facade. They originally wanted over $1 million, and they had to come down about $400,000. That's a pretty big disparity there into being a cash purchase. That's interesting. Taxes are very high on this property, which is fascinating. This is a whopper of a yard space here. That's what we're looking at. One of the biggest lots, and that's why we're seeing that sale price. This is the first one we've seen being larger than our target property, which again is 9,800 square feet. $800,000 sold price. I'm kind of curious why the price dipped down that low. It makes me start believing that maybe there was some type of flaw. Was there an underground oil tank? Was there moisture in the home? We could only speculate of why the disparity between 1.2 million and 400,000 in a cash purchase. We take some investigating, and we don't have all of the resources for that. So we're going to select that one anyways. Nice yard space there. Colonial sold for $800,000. Fort Lee, 3 beds, 2 bathrooms, closed in June. Nice time range, pretty relevant, pretty recent. $800,000 cash. Asked $798,000, sold for $800,000. So nice job by the realtor. Kudos to you for pricing accurately. 66 days on the market is not bad at all. Perfect for builders. Oversized lot. Okay, so pretty big lot here. Renovated home. So very, very relevant. Nice yard space. 3 beds, 2 bathrooms. 2 floors of living. Different style of home, but we can look beyond superficial differences here and really look at the specs and the living spaces. Any interior photographs? Nope, they're not here, but this is a comp we're going to keep. 300 Tom Hunter. Select that. Another one on Tom Hunter, Colonial, closed in April. What's more recent? People want recent stuff. That's exciting. Split level, 3 beds, 3 bathrooms. Let's take a look at that. We have a view of New York City. Okay, I don't know if I see the house in there or not. That's some interesting marketing, but why not? Brick residence, pride and ownership. Mr. Clean lives here. Okay. Maybe it's the Mr. Clean. That would be a Mrs. Clean. Could be an iconic person. For built in the 60s, brick and stone. Nice lot size here. A little larger than a typical single lot. Tax value looks pretty close to what we're looking for here. Municipal sewer. Central air. Brick and stone. Hardwood floors. 8 days on the market. Wow, this one went fast, so nice job of pricing it. Riverdale Drive. Let's take a look at the home. Nice view of the city, but that's not too helpful here. Aerial view. Okay, I guess the purpose of this video is to show us the yard space. This looks like maybe a little municipal park, if I had to guess. It's good to have that nearby. That could be a jogging trail. We do have one of those near my my friend's house. That adds a lot of value. Really cool to be able to just go out of your front yard and have a nice jog on some green space is awesome. It's good privacy. This looks fenced in. I like the patio area. Nice for entertaining. Looks like a nice maybe ornamental paver or a brick wall here too. Looks like some good good landscaping on the home. Okay, so our target property actually has access to this green space, which is very nice. And, you know, it can't be understated that, you know, location is you can change things about your house, you can update it, but you can't necessarily just move your structure near a green space like that. And it's a tremendous amount of value. 8 days in the market is pretty fast for accepting a home, but not too shocking. This is going to be a great place to live for folks who want to enjoy these municipal green spaces. Looks like maintenance on the home is very nice. Hardwood floors. You know, kitchen looks like it's in good shape. Maybe older cabinets, but I kind of into old school and antique feels. Good stainless steel appliances in here. We can see they do have gas. They're not using oil. They got a nice gas stove with a lot of burners. Maybe a small dining room there. We know that this is going to be a usable comp. It's over 900,000. Really nice sale here. So that one was where? It's easy to get lost here. You have to, I believe you have to exit the record to select them in New Jersey MLS. Again, duplexes we're not interested in here, not pertinent. Colonial, closed early this year. Split level, closed the end of June. 3 beds, 3 bathrooms. Let's take a quick look at this. One of these, okay, this is a big lot size. This is almost a triple lot size. So this is a big one. They wanted originally 1.3. They got very close to $1 million, and I think it's going to have a lot to do with the neighborhood and that lot size. Finished basement, summer kitchen, central air, 2-car garage is nice. We can guess all the outlets are going to be working this home. 3-level deck, very nice. New thermostats, security cameras, wine cellar. This home sounds like it has the works. Did take 100 days to sell it. Yeah, sometimes luxury homes take a little bit longer to sell. And let's just take a look. And sometimes providing comps that are a little bit on the high side, they outline the differences to the seller is, well, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you're not going to be in that $1 million price range if your home, is smaller than that lot size, if you don't have that massive deck. So this is what a $1 million home is selling for right now in Fort Lee. Is your home a lot like that? What does that home offer that yours does not? So I like to provide maybe, one on the low end to say, well, we know your home is better than this, a few that are similar, and then 1 or 2 on the very high end saying, well, this is why we are not in that range. It's pretty black and white, these incredible over-the-top amenities that are going to be a different class of home of sorts. We're kind of, not cherry picking the comps, but leading them to their own conclusions. For me, I do let the sellers have their own input in pricing range, but we want to provide them a realistic expectation of what these homes are going to sell for. That's our job as the realtor, is to guide and to listen. So, this home is sounds like just a stunning place to live. Let's take a look at that porch. It looks nice. Beautiful furnishings too, very modern. And just the staging alone on this house, probably pack the open houses. Sliders to backyard. Okay, that looks like a cool place to hang out. Kind of a unique setup here. That is beautiful. This is not a typical site in Fort Lee. What a beautifully manicured backyard. Look at this incredible level of privacy. The privacy trees, the fencing, great shrub work. This is a place to bring your laptop and work outdoors or have your friends and family over. You don't see this all too often in the town of Fort Lee. Very, very impressive lot here. And here's a look at our 3-tiered deck. So it looks like you can walk right down from the upper level to utilize the beautiful space. And there's the walkout coming outside. So a lot of great access points as well to enjoy that private yard space. So really nice job here. Very impressive home as well. Gas heat, brick, the works. That's what a $1 million house looks like right now in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Okay, I got lost here for a second, but I'm found again. So we've got these comps selected. I'm going to wrap up this video soon, so it doesn't run on too long. So they're checked. So we could save the results. First, format. What do I like to use? Customer report is typically what we're going to use here. There are options for CMA. I'm not going to go into that now. That could be a way of boiling down the data later, though. I like to use the customer reports for reference. Sometimes the sellers like to look through them as well. You don't want to overkill with data. Customer report. Actually, let's see. Well, we could print them right now, and as I've talked about in other videos, I think that okay, there's our results. That's not. We don't want the results. We want the actual reports. So you know what? Let's proceed to. I guess you'd have to print the PDFs from the individual listings. I wish it was a little easier. Hint, hint. New Jersey MLS to download all of these PDFs at one time. It does not seem to be a way to do that. Yeah, what's full report? What if we do? Nope. It's just the tabular data. That's not what we want to do here. It's a little easier to print out all the PDFs or save them. I save them to my computer as I start creating a file for my research on these homes as well as distributing them. Let's hit the email button. So include the CAS, print, view, print personalization, personalize these page, open house sections. I don't need to send that out. Send a copy to your email address, absolutely. Subject line is, in this case, would be Fort Lee, NJ market activity. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I wanted to provide you the most relevant market data on your home in Fort Lee. Let's review these comps together and see how they pertain to the value of your home. Let me know if you have any questions. Good, if I could spell. Email signature, David Blinder. Always put your name of your company. In New Jersey, we always have to provide our cell, and we always must provide our office extension. That's legal compliant, so that cannot be omitted. You know, let's put my personal email address in here. Why not? Boom. You could save it as a draft. You could send text messages from New Jersey MLS. I've utilized this a lot. When people are on the fly or they're traveling, they're busy people, text message can be the way to go. I hope Garden State MLS incorporates a text message because they have not yet. Send email. You know, you could actually have saved your contacts in here prior. Boom, hit send. Yeah, I still don't think save as PDF is going to do what we want here. You know, let's just take a look. Is that just going to save the email template? So I can't say I've tried every single button in New Jersey MLS before. That's just the email, just the header. Actually, a kind of a nice, nice header here. That could be used for other stuff, but that's not going to help. So you send it out. Have a lot of information to review with your prospect of what's going on. Again, we can save that search. We can have those newest results automatically populate themselves, so we're updated. We can create that as an automatic email that will go out to our sellers as well. That can be a different video though. So I hope that help you folks who are sellers or new realtors get an idea of how we can look up the most relevant comps for homes in New Jersey MLS. Again, you can apply that to Essex County, Passaic County. You can look up comps for commercial. You can look up comps for condos and townhouses, multifamily. It's very, very powerful. There's always more than way to skin the cat in the MLS too. This is just my preliminary approach to providing market data. Some sellers are not going to want you to give all the comps. They're going to say, give me a price, give me a range. So then the agent, such as myself, can boil down those results and say, this is what a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home is selling for in the past 3 months. And your town, do you want to be in the median for a typical sale price? Do you want to go a little bit low to go very aggressive to hope to spark maybe a bidding war? Or are you looking for that needle in the haystack buyer? Not often recommended, but if you're not in a hurry, you could give it a shot. It's up to you. You own the property. So again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry if I got wordy. If you have any questions on New Jersey MLS, on Bergen County real estate, Essex County, Passaic, Morris County, please let me know. Any comments, just drop them below in the video. Please subscribe. Again, it really helps me out. Thanks, and I'll see you on my next video.